All righty, welcome back to the show, dear friend. Kellyanne Conway, former counselor to President Trump and a Fox News contributor. Kellyanne, thanks a million, as always. Great to see you. I want to talk about a couple things. One of them, we talked about this in an earlier show on Fox News, but I can't get out of it. Here's Mandami defending sanctuary cities, okay, not turning out criminals, although it's so easy to do. And you have this horrible story where this migrant allegedly kills 2 women on Long Island, okay? But the bigger picture here, Sanctuary City, New York, since January 20th, has released almost 7,000 criminals and has had 29 homicides, 2,500 assaults, 199 burglaries, 305 robberies, 392 drug offenses, 300 weapons offenses, 207 sexual predatory offenses, and the list goes on. And the basic position here in Mandami, but the regular Democratic Party, they are in favor of open borders. They in favor of sanctuary cities. They want to shut down ICE, customs, and so forth. And it's like an 80-20 issue, and they won't stop. And it's very dangerous as people are getting killed.
It's getting worse and more violent and more rabid. And by the way, other people in the community are getting into the act. Look what happened when an illegal migrant who's here overstayed his visa. ICE went to get him, but he actually has drug and assault charges against him already. There was an altercation. He went to run one of them over with his car. So then they ended up taking him to a hospital in Brooklyn, Larry. And because he's at the hospital, the police get called. And there are 200 people in the Bushwick, Brooklyn neighborhood defending this person sight unseen. They don't know anything about his charges. They don't know why he's there. They're spitting on ICE. They're taking pictures. And Mandami came out about that also. He wanted to remind everybody the NYPD does not help ICE. They were there because the man was getting care in the hospital. The man was getting care in the hospital because he tried to run ICE over. And now you just read statistics. I want everybody to know those statistics are not coming from some right-wing screed. They're coming from Mandami's own city. That's who collects the statistics here that you just read. And so...
And Paul Morrow, one other.
Yes.
Paul Morrow, we were talking to him on Sandra Smith's show. So they're going to shut down Rikers, which will reduce room for 75% of the criminals. So where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? There are going to be more criminals. There's shutting down Rikers. It's a stupid idea. At one point, you know, Eric Adams, at least he had an ICE operation at Rikers. Now that's going to be gone, too.
Totally gone.
This is all Mandami.
And he was a former police officer. So there's been so much coverage about the economic impact of a Mandami mayorship that we're not focused enough on how unsafe things are because of this. And Larry, it's not just New York. We're a sanctuary city here, but we have sanctuary states. And remember, they're stopping funding FEMA and U.S. Coast Guard and so many others just not to fund ICE. And this is getting out of hand. By the way, this is your modern Democratic Party. I hear all the nonsense about they're ahead in the polls, the congressional ballot. That's the generic Democrat. This is not a generic Democrat. This is a new age modern Democrat.
By the way, the Harris-Harvard poll has a totally different story. It's showing
50-50, and they also...
And that's a good poll.
It's a great poll, and that poll also shows that 2/3 of Americans believe Democrats are against voter ID laws. They know they're for open borders. And they also in that poll, which is very important since so many Democrats sound anti-Semitic and pro-Iran these days, not just on our college campuses, in our halls of Congress.
So they're the pro-Iran party. The Democrats
they're the pro-Iran party. They almost want us to lose.
And
they want us to fail.
it's the Democratic Socialist Party. That's the backbone
it's all of that.
The DSA.
Look, they're not even listening to Barney Frank, a godfather of the
Let's talk about that
of the party, 86 years old.
A friend of ours.
Apparently he's in hospice.
A decent, smart guy.
I remember you went on tour with him to debate him.
I used to debate him.
He's a very smart guy.
We had great debates. So he... from a hospice, I guess, 86 years old, God bless him. He just blasted and is writing a book about the far left takeover of the Democratic
Yes, he's
Party.
no friend of President Trump's, but at the same time, he's allowing he's saying that basically this Trump deranged syndrome is making the entire party go in places that, to quote him, are politically unacceptable.
Yeah.
And this is a man who, he did the Dodd-Frank stuff years ago against the big banks, first openly gay member of Congress to come out, marry his partner. Why do I say that? Because he's always seen as this progressive icon. But this is a different kind of progressive now. This kind of progressive is take people's money, micro-looting, coddle criminals, punish law-abiding citizens. And he's warning his party against this. I think that we need a healthy, thriving two-party system. And the other thing that's being said by someone like Rahm Emanuel and others is he's telling the Democrats we're losing the culture wars. We're still on the wrong side of other 80-20 issues. People ought to listen.
They are losing the culture wars, and they're going to lose the economic war. And betting against the president in Iran is a fool's errand.
It's also un-American. It just is. You can question the war.
We'll see.
You can question why we're there. But once we're there, this is almost rooting for us to fail and for Iran to win, who, by the way, if they were saying death to America for years,
right.
If they got a nuke, you betcha that they would make good on death to America. Yeah. And Americans know that. The Harvard-Harris poll showed that, too. They don't want Iran to have nukes. They know that's dangerous for us.
And we refer to it, I keep saying about it, because it's 50-50. It's the split was 50 Republican and 50 Democratic. Usually these other newspaper polls are like 35 or less Republican, so it's a good poll. Speaking of good polls, Kellyanne Conway, the best of the best. Thank you for coming
Larry.
on. We appreciate it very much.